In this video I'm going to show you about the sale that we have this season. It's going to run through the holidays. Depending on the economy, how fast we sell them out. We do have 1,000 of these pieces. Hopefully they should hold us over till the end of February. If sales are good, maybe only the end of January. Who knows? If sales are really good, maybe they won't even last till Christmas. But anyway, enough of that. This system is the CompuSTAR 2W900FM-AS. This is the top of the line that we have in a CompuSTAR 2A LCD alarm remote start combo. In this system, I'm going to show you two transmitters first. You get two of these LCD remotes. You have this guy right here, which is going to be your two-way communication LCD transmitter, which has 4 buttons right there on the side, LCD screen on the front. It does use a AAA battery. This here is your companion 4-button one-way remote control. What that means in layman's terms is that this one here, when you hit, say, lock, it's going to transmit, lock your door, come back, and on the LCD it's going to show you that your door has been locked. If the car is running, how long is it running, if there was something that tampered your alarm, a shock, a door, a hood, a trunk, sensor, trigger, anything like that, this is going to show you. So that's basically going to be your primary remote control that you're going to use most of the time, because you are, obviously, if you're interested in a two-way system, this is the one you would carry with you. But when the battery dies, you can't find it, or your friend, your spouse, whoever needs to have access to your keys, you get the second backup remote control. It does all the same functions as those two-ways do. They just do it in a one-way. So when you hit lock, the car will go beep, the lights will flash, and that's the end of the communication. It's just one way from the remote to the vehicle. Simple enough. So you do get two of these. If you did want to add more transmitters, you can do so. You can program 2 more, just like it, either one ways or two ways, to get a total of 4 to the one system. Okay. Now, in the system that we have, there is 2 types of these systems. There's a newer FT series, which has a 6000 series brain, which means just that it's the same system, similar firmware, except it accepts the blade bypass, which slides right on top of it. This system here, you'd have to hardwire or use a data-to-data type of wiring situation to use a Fortin or an iData-Link bypass, something like this, or an Evo, or Evo Rai, Evo CHR, Evo Wall, one of these kinds of things. That's going to plug in directly through the 4-pin data-to-data port on this system. So if your vehicle is equipped with a transponder key or CAN bus type of system, you need to get the bypass, plug it right into here, wire it however the manufacturer specifies, and it communicates digitally to this one system, cutting down the wiring, making your job go a lot easier. Okay, so you do have the brain here. Great thing about CompuSTAR, inside here there's a loop, so if you have an automatic or a diesel type of transmission right out of the box, you can just change it in the settings and the programming, leave it at that, or if you have a manual transmission, cut the loop. This will actually safely and securely do a manual transmission. Very good. Good feature. Not too many systems on the market you could say that do that. So that's your system. Everything else that's included, you have the 2 transmitters, all these harnesses, the LED light, which is nice, it flushes, and this here is a blue LED light. It's very bright, very visible, so it cuts down and you have to buy an additional LEDs for your system as an afterthought. That's a good thing. They did a good thing with that. You have the two-way antenna, which is going to get mounted up on your windshield to communicate to the system. The system should give you anywhere from 1,500 to 2,500 feet of range, depending on a lot of things. But let's just say on a bad day, 1,500 feet. That's still pretty exceptional if you think about it. 1,500 feet, that's a long way to go. Okay, you have a 6-tone siren. It's small. Wails, this thing is really loud actually. It's nice and convenient. It's small. All this stuff that you see in here, the warranty is actually pretty darn good. If you get it and you have any kind of problems, qualms, something acts irregular, even if you get water damage in your siren because you didn't know what you were doing and mounted the siren upside down, you collected water and you made a little juice cup out of the darn thing under your hood. You can send it back to us. I'll give you another one. That's what you can get with CompuSTAR. Since we get good service from the manufacturer, we could offer it to you. So it's a good feeling to know that you got something that's really going to be durable and last. It does also come with this pin switch for your hood, so that way when your hood is open, it will not accidentally let you hurt yourself with your car running. That's a safety thing that's included. You have a dual stage shock sensor in here, which comes with a strap, so that way if you have a lighter impact, it'll give you a one-way chirp on the exterior perimeter. If you have a sharper impact, if the glass breaks, someone hit your door or some other horrible thing, this has the instant zone for that. And of course it has all the standard alarm and remote start functions you would expect. The programming features just go on and on and on. It's probably one of the best systems that we can offer you. The price speaks for itself. If you follow the link on the video to see what we're selling them for, it's time well spent. Also, if you wanted to optionally, besides the bypass kit, you can get one of these. You probably might have seen these or have a friend who has one of these. This is called an RPS or a knock sensor. So you can actually take this, put it underneath your windshield someplace and go tap on your window and it'll unlock your doors automatically. So if you lose your keys, this little feature, very cool. Under 20 bucks, cheap and super cool. If you want something even a step further, you can get something like this, the RPS 2, which we sell, or there's another one called the Touch version. That will do even more functions. But again, these are sold optionally. This is the lesser expensive, simple version, under 20 bucks. Something like this you can get for around $35, $40, I believe we're selling them for on the site. This is definitely a winner. If I had this alarm myself, I would definitely get this. And that's pretty much it. Take a look at the system, and if you have any more questions, give us a call.